Hi traders, this is Taylor. Thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. We're going to run through a bunch of charts here and go through a lot of levels to watch. But first, if you're not already a member, go ahead and visit the home page of the website and start your 100% free 7-day trial today. All you need to do is enter in your name and your email address, and you're going to get instant access. Absolutely no payment information is required, and there's no obligation. And once you do so, you're going to be able to take advantage of all the member-only features, the live market broadcast throughout the day, the professional, open, and honest chat room, the daily webinars. The learning never stops at The Trading Analyst. We've also got the exclusive opportunity to profit while you learn from the profitable trade alerts, which help you to move along in the trading process. We also prepare you each and every day with a daily member video and watch list to help you make decisions in the market the following day. It's a great opportunity, and we'll see you over there. All right, so let's get into these charts here. First, I want to start with APA, Apache. Pretty simple levels here. We've got this, looking at the longer time frame here, I'm just going to stretch it out here so you can see it. We've got this uptrend line right here that's been leading us up the whole way, okay? We're right near it, okay? We've also got some support at 55.50 from the highs of these few candles right there. There's also the lows of this candle and then the open of this candle. So that's a key level here. So 55.50, that's a level that I want to see hold in order for APA to remain in an uptrend. So we've got support right there with the uptrend line right here, as well as the support from the highs of these candles right there, right around 55.50. Next, we've got resistance at 58 from the highs of these candles right there. And if you scroll out a little bit, you can see that we also have resistance at that 58 level from these candles right here, as well as the lows of these candles, the lows of these candles. Next real resistance isn't until about 69. So this would be a key break. If we can close over 58, there'd probably be a clean shot to 69. Okay, that's a big if. All right, we've got to close over this level in order for it to head there. If we break below this trend line, we're probably going to at least tag this 51.50 support. Okay, from the lows of these candles here and the highs of these candles. And over here, the highs of these candles were support as well. Next, I want to cover APC. APC, a really clean pattern. As you can see here, APC has been in a downtrend since early 2015 here. We got rejected at it again, which also coincided with the top of this channel as well. So we've got a high here, and then a high here again, which met up with the downtrend line over here. On the support side, we've got the under end of that channel right here. So if this channel breaks, we're going to come down to this support right around 42. If 42 breaks, we're going to come down here and we're going to tag these lows here at about 34. Next, I want to cover ATVI. ATVI looks like it might be flagging here. In order for this to be bullish, you want it to break back over this downtrend line. As of right now, we've got this 38 level that's going to be resistance from the lows of this candle, this candle, this candle, and as you can see with the highs of these three candles right there. So we're below that. If it hangs below that, we're going to come down here and we're going to fill this gap at about $35. A break over this downtrend line, and we're going to head back up to that $40 resistance from the highs over here as well as over here. Okay. Next, I want to cover AKAM. AKAM, pretty simple level here. Looks pretty decent, and I'm going to draw this right here. Okay, so a little bit of a flag here on AKAM. It broke over the flag, and as you can see, a little bit of a volume pop as well. So that is bullish. A break over this 52 is going to send it to the resistance up here at about, here I'm just going to draw it right there, right about 55. Just below 55, about 54.90 to be more exact. Next, we're going to cover ALXN. ALXN, really nice setup here because we've got a box. Okay, see how many times it's touched this high at about 145.70 or so, and then the lows over here 138. You know, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles on the top side touching that top end. So we're trading in a box. A break of either side of the box is going to send ALXN to newer highs or newer lows. Next, I want to cover AMAT. Now, AMAT, it had its chance to break over this resistance. I'm going to show you why it's resistance. Okay, over here, big resistance. Oh, I'm sorry. 2280 right here. It's big resistance because of these lows over here. And just like that ALXN that we were talking about just a second ago, here was a box that we had on AMAT. Okay, the highs over here, the highs over here, and then the lows 1, 2, 3, 4 touches over here, and we finally broke through the bottom side on that 5th touch. So that's a box. So we've got thick resistance, and as you can see, if you scroll in over here, you can see it tried to break over it from the bottom side over there. So it's again resistance, and we're coming back up right to that same level. Okay, that is big resistance. Until it breaks over that, I'm going to assume that AMAT is going to be coming down. It was a nice bullish gap up on nice bullish volume, but it had its chance to break over that level, and it got rejected right at it. Okay, the high 2278. Okay, right there at that level. It can break over it, but again, I think it would have already done that since it had its chance. Next, I want to cover Bank of America. Bank of America, we've got a channel here, really pretty. So the bottom of the channel right here keeps bouncing. Top of this channel keeps getting rejected at that level as well. The ultimate rejection zone is going to be up here at about 1650 or so, if we can make it up there at the top of this channel, and this downtrend line right there, as well as that big resistance up there at about 1675. Next, I want to cover BAX. BAX is a nice play here. We called this out short earlier in the week on this trend line break, and we're coming down to this target down here at about 42. That is the next support, as you can see. And let me scroll it in. From the highs of these candles right there, you can see there's about 5 candles right there, and that was support from the highs of these candles as well. So there's also the lower Bollinger Band that's going to act as support as well right around there. So that's where a level that I would be looking to potentially cover some shorts. Next one is Bed Bath and Beyond, another one that has a big support here at about 42. If we close below this level, Bed Bath & Beyond is going to be heading much lower. Okay, as you can see, it was the lows over here, 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 and again we've got several candles using that level as a support. A break below that level would be a key break lower. Next, I want to cover AVGO. AVGO, nice basing level here at about 139, 140, and we broke over this downtrend line right here, and we broke over this resistance as well. Okay, so it was trading kind of in a box right here. I'm just going to draw it so you can see it. Okay, so we traded kind of in a box right here, and there we go. That's a better level right there. We also broke over the downtrend line, a little bit of a volume pop. We've got a MACD bull cross right here. Next resistance is about 149. Above that, we've got resistance at about 158. Okay, so looks pretty good right here. We're above the moving averages. We're out of a nice base here, and it should head higher. Next is AXP. AXP, we broke below this support, as you can see from the lows of these 4 candles and these candles right here on heavy volume right here. Now we're kind of bouncing back on some decent volume, but we still have this downtrend line right there. If we break over that downtrend line, AXP is going to head higher. But until then, until we break over that downtrend line, I think that AXP is going to head down. Next, I want to cover not Bank of America. This is Boeing, BA. We called out the short play on this break of this trend line in the chat room the other day. We got just that, and as you can see, it's a really nice trend line right here. We also have this downtrend line leading us down as well. Support is right around 125 from the lows of these candles right here, and then as you can see, there's the highs of this candle right there, and that would be a level that I think that we can get at least a short-term bounce before consolidating higher. Looking at the longer-term chart here, you can see that Boeing is in a downtrend in the last year or so, so keep that in mind. Next, I want to cover AIG. AIG broke over this downtrend line, as you can see with this candle here, and right now we're trying to break over this key resistance at about 57. So if we can close over 57, we're going to head higher. We've got this uptrend line right here that we're guiding the way up, as well as this downtrend line that we broke over as well. Next resistance, 57. If that breaks, we're going to head much higher. Next, I want to cover Alcoa, AA. We broke below this key support at about 911 right here. And as you can see, this is the candle that broke through it. This candle tried to break back above it, but couldn't. This candle tried to break back above it, but couldn't. We gapped up and then ended up closing right below that support, which is now resistance. So as long as that happens, we're going to continue lower. If we end up closing above 911, then we can head higher, potentially fill this gap up here. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. Again, start your 100% free 7-day trial today. All you need to do is enter in your name and email address, and you're going to get instant access to all of those member-only features. All right, guys, we'll see you over there.